Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We appreciate your viewership. Got a good show lined up. We got some good video coming up from our weekend activities. But first, let's take a look at our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and hard-working crew, taking care of our everyday comfort needs. Comfortable day of 77, high, low of 60. A beautiful day today. We're going to have a little bit of wind. Water temperature at the end of the pier, again, 62.4. I mentioned it, I did yesterday too, about it just has not gone down as cold this year as it has the last couple of years. So I don't know. We're talking about the Spanish mackerel and all. They may get confused and start coming on in a little bit early, because it looks like, I'm just predicting, I'm not a meteorologist, but I'm predicting we're going to have this warmer water coming in a little bit quicker than normal, according to it not getting that low. But anyway, I just want to throw that out at you. Let's move on with our river readings. We're looking at the Apalachicola Brunstown at a 16.4. It's still high, folks. And take a look at a Choctawhatchee at Kerrville, 9.2, got a slow drop to it. So both rivers are high, and it looks like it's going to be high on through the weekend. So not a lot of activity as far as brim fishing. The bass fishermen are having to go in a situation like that. They just move to they find what they call clean water, which is without the mud and all. So in the bass tournaments, they're going to have to really move around. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Looking at today's tide. Today is actually the 8th of February. We got a good falling tide, and it's going to be 7:39, and start coming in until about 11:24. The next 3 days is a neap tide, so be prepared for that. Not a lot of activity. The wind now will be coming out of southeast at about 13. So, okay, so we'll take our break and be right back. Okay, welcome back. Another quick sign of an early spring. This one is always special to me. When Walter first got married, they were living down here and built a little apartment house, and she planted this Carolina jasmine, and every year it blooms. I send her a picture of it, so then it started blooming out. And it amazes how it just busts out each year in early spring. So I send that to Wendy every year. So that was it right there. So and the next picture right here, this is from Tess Randall Jolly. This is funny. Here comes trouble for turkeys, deer, habitat, and other wildlife. This Bama boar, fresh from a mud wallow, cleared the plot of turkeys and deer. I'm happy to report 20 seconds later he received a .308 bullet for that trouble. And we're talking about how these big hogs just destroy so much of the habitat. So Tess Randall Jolly took care of that. Ben Steele's better half, Stacy Jones Steele at the Seven Oaks Hunt Club. Mama done smashed a good one now. She gets one. She's a good hunter. That's a nice buck there. I wouldn't tell it on air. Well, I guess I will, but I don't know if she don't get more deer than Ben does. Okay. Sarah Jennings, their baby girl. She caught 2 bass back to back. Now, is that cool? I caught that one, and then caught that one. Sarah, she looks a lot like you. A cute little girl. I know she's happy, big old smile on her face. Okay, one more. Elizabeth Murphy, remember she showed the video of her duck hunting. She and Clay duck hunting at Apalachicola Bay. And here she is squeezing a little bit of deer hunting. This is her first buck she's ever taken. And the way she describes it, she should be a writer. She describes things well. The adrenaline rush, the shakes, did you hit him? All the little things that make a moment like this so special. Today I shot my first buck. I'm so grateful for the opportunities and beauty of the outdoors. She does have a deep appreciation of that. We're going to get Elizabeth on one morning, okay? So good job on that, Elizabeth. And let me show, well, I'll show that later, but let me talk this about, she's been a duck hunter, now steady duck hunter, and then got a little bit of time to deer hunt, and now she's getting ready to go fishing. And replicated throughout the Panhandle, that kind of activity, and it's just a great time of year to do those kind of things. So anyway, let's get set up. We're going to get ready for the video. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and set up our video from this weekend. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Setting up this video now this past Saturday morning. Got up early. It was cold. If you remember, it was, I think, 37 at the house, and headed up to the woods. I went up there to join my nephew, Matthew Chester, and son Dylan, and my great-nephew, and we were a dog hunt up there. Got about 15,000 acres, a big group of them. Been doing it for generations, and I just thoroughly enjoy a trip like that. Just the camaraderie and being there with family, and it's just special. And a lot of folks we used to hunt with, some of their descendants and all. It's just really special to me. I try to make a point of, I go every year, sometimes a couple of times. But so here, Jeff, let's roll this video this past weekend. All right, folks, up here in the woods, up in Liberty County. First thing I want to notice, I want you to look down here at the temperature. It is 37 degrees. I sort of chuckled when I saw this time last week I was fishing and it was 38 degrees. So I've been pretty steady with my temperature last week or two. I'm up here to meet my nephew Matthew and my great nephew Dylan. We're going to do some hunting up here. I'm always excited about coming back home to some of my original places. So he's going to meet me here and pick me up. So we're going to hang on for a minute. Okay, I parked over here. Matthew and Dylan picking me up. Good morning, boys. All right, Matthew Chester and Dylan Chester. It sort of runs in our DNA about hunting.
Yep.
I always tell people I feel like I'm back home when I come up here. Matthew, what's the game plan today?
We're trying to figure out where we want to get started. A couple of us been in here a couple hours tracking. We got some bucks on camera and we got some buck tracks. So trying to figure out which one we want to start on first.
All right, Dylan, you excited?
Yes, sir. Ready.
What grade you in this year?
Ninth grade.
Ninth grade. So you're growing.
Yeah, he is.
You were telling me he's got baseball practice today?
That's right.
So we're going to have to leave a little bit early for Dylan to have baseball. This time of year, you got to, what position you playing?
Pitch and play first.
All right. So, well, we better get after him then.
All right.
Let's go look for him.
All right.
All right. We're going to talk to our dogs later.
I'd already tracked that monkey when you saw me.
You're talking about he said that was in your tracks.
Yeah, there was some tracks there. I didn't think there were no.
Okay, looks like the deer came up to the pipeline and turned. They followed them out to the pipeline. They're trying to get back on the track. Okay, all right, they just picked it back up. There you go. trailed it.
We brought that from out for that road, turned upside the pipeline and went back in. We done that while we were here. I think Dylan might could have hit him.
Oh man, yeah, because he came out of this road here. Yeah, we were in the right spot. Dylan been right there on top of the box.
He'd probably missed him. But would have been close enough. We still would have missed him.
Could you think you'd hit him, Dylan?
He's shot 10 boxes of bullets this year.
It's worth it.
You been target practicing?
He needs to.
It's fun.
That's why I had to help him on that 8-point the other day.
Yeah, tell us about that 8-point you got.
Well, the dogs were running. Dad parked on the other side of this dim road. I could see about 100 yards down. And they run the buck all the way to us. They were about 200 yards out, and he threw them. And dogs were going around and around trying to get back on him. And they had just said, all right, I think they're back on him because they started hitting it a little hotter. And I looked down that dim road and I see him. He came out in the road and he was just trotting down the road coming straight to me at that intersection. And I squatted down and I just watched him run all the way up the road. And if he got right in the intersection, I would have been able to shoot him. And he ran looking at them dogs in the woods, trotting to the road. He got right up to me, he got in the woods. He cut in the woods and Dad was down the road. I hollered at Dad and said, get ready, he's about to cross between us. He crossed. I laid it to him.
Good shot. How far off was he?
For me, he was, when I shot him, he was closer than that pipe right there.
It was
He was
about
a little bit further than that for Dylan.
30 yards. He gave us this dog. Her name's Little Bit.
Yeah.
She's a real good dog, and our 2 other males, we had to get rid of them since we got hurt. But we're gonna get a few more. We just got rid of the other 2.
Okay, you can hear them now. What we call, they jumped them. We think they jumped the deer. So they got on them fast. So they're moving now. So we all start moving. All right, found a track. That's a big buck.
There 8 of them.
All right, big buck crossed right there. We didn't have anybody here. That happens most of the time when the buck gets away.
Where you going, Donnie? I'm going around the curve since I'm the first one. Everybody else fell in behind me.
Take a long.
Across the railroad.
They cross right in here. This is sort of funny. The pipeline people put the barricades up to keep the folks from coming down with four-wheeling and all. Somebody moved something right here. Okay, it's lunchtime. Got my beanie weenies and my crackers. I love my beanie weenies. There you go. We just saw, we were riding by, we just saw one through the woods. We just saw one. We were looking down these pine rows, driving slow. Matthew just slammed on brakes and got his gun out, ran back. What was it, Matthew?
I couldn't say it, but they just said he crossed the road. So.
All right, Matthew, we're gonna wrap it up, buddy. We didn't get one today, but we sure had a good time.
Yeah, it's the first time in 2 or 3 years that we didn't kill one while you was up here.
I know it. We just can't do one every time. We got to give some other people a chance.
That's right.
But it's beautiful. How many acres y'all have up here?
Between 14 and 15,000 acres.
It's always enjoyable to hunt, but when you do it with family, it just makes it special.
Yep.
Absolutely. We've been hunting with Matthew since he was walking, I guess.
Yeah.
And now Dylan and.
Yep.
All right, buddy. We're gonna head back to the house, but we sure enjoyed it.
All right. Thanks for coming.
All right, buddy.
All right.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Okay, well, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. We had a grand time. Let's take a quick look at our fishing game time today. We're looking at 1:31 to 3:31 this morning, and this evening 1:51 to 3:51, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. Let's go from hunting. Let's try to get a quick fishing report. I'm gonna call Carabel to Sea Quarters Marina. Okay, call Sea Quarters and see what's going on down that way, because they've been. I got a feeling they've been catching some fish. I just received a picture from her, and I may have to call her. I usually do this off the air, so y'all bear with me. All right, we got them on the line. Okay.
Good morning, Sea Quarters.
Good morning, Captain Kim, Winston Chester. How you doing?
Good morning. We're doing great. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, it's gorgeous and all. We're having some good weather. Take a look at. You sent me this picture. So tell us what's going on down there. Tell us about this picture right here, the Florida State Seminole lady.
Yeah, Miss Martha, they're good customers. They come in quite often, and she mentioned to me yesterday she had caught a nice redfish and was nice enough to send me over a picture of it. So she did real good.
Well, that's great. Well, listen. So red fishing is good. What else is going on down your way?
They've been doing all kinds of river fishing. They've been catching some real big sheep's head up the Crooked River, which is a little unusual, but they seem to be up quite a ways and real good size. They've
good.
been actually catching some bass up there as well. And, of course, Gary Beebe went and caught a mess of brim the other day, so it's been real good fishing up the river, too.
And what are they using for bait?
A lot of them are using the worms for brim, and a lot of the rooster tails for the bass, and we've got some frog, I think they're spro frogs. Those have been real popular with the kids up there, too.
Very good. And so the redfish bite's pretty strong.
Yeah, and the right here in front of the office and just a little bit to the west, if you go out the mouth of the river, they've been doing real well.
Oh, that's great. And you said there might be some shark fishing or surf fishing going on?
Yeah, they've been doing real good with that, too. I had a couple in just yesterday that were out there playing on the beach or just a little bit off the the Carabel Beach there and had a couple shark bites, so they were doing good. And I think it was Saturday somebody came in and told me they caught a little four-footer.
Wow.
So they're having all kinds of fun out there.
All right, that sounds good. Well, listen, we appreciate that report. Sounds like things are really doing well down there.
Yeah, we're having all kinds of fishing fun, and of course our tournament's been changed to June 17th, so everybody that's interested in participating in the Kingfish Shootout, make
Yes.
sure note the date.
Yeah, we have mentioned that we're going to talk about it. We're certainly going to talk about it some more, and I'll call next time we talk, we'll talk about it in detail, okay?
Sounds good. Appreciate you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, that's good report there from Seaquarters Marina. You see all kind of things going on. So we've covered a lot today. We had some good pictures and we had a good videos up in the woods, and now we just got a report from what's going on down in Franklin County, Carabel. So we cover the Panhandle like kudzu covers Alabama, is what we used to say. But anyway, so keep the pictures coming in, and we have some situations. I got time real quick. Let me add some names real quick before we run out of time. From Ponce, speaking of covering Panhandle, Ponce de Leon, Debbie Colmetz, okay. How about Susan Kozinski, Sandy Creek, and Robert Colmetz, Ponce de Leon. So we've got more coming in. I've some more. So anyway, I start wrapping things up. Had a good show today. Hope you enjoyed it. We always appreciate the viewership and get outdoors here in this beautiful weather and share this stuff with us and give us some stories of the outdoor activities of you and your friends and family. You have a great day today. Always do something good for your fellow man and have a good positive attitude about everything you do. God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.